everything.
What's up? Flat Out Racing Bets. Shriners 500 from Phoenix International Speedway. I believe about 3:30 today. I think it's on Fox or FS1. Tune in. Joined today by Todd Hurst. How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing great. Doing
Great.
great. Excited. We get a real track today
That's right. That's right. But we're using gas and brake and turning left 4 times. I love it.
with
Hopefully,
with two types of tires.
yeah, I don't like that. That throws a wrench into the game that we don't need,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
we'll see. What is a Shriner, Todd?
A Shriner, that's a
Yeah.
group of people that do good things, I believe.
Okay. I thought that they just wore cylinders on their head with a string hanging down. But no, they do help children. That's
They
a
do
good
help
thing.
children, that's all that matters.
We can all agree with that. Yeah.
Yep,
Let's get to it
absolutely.
here. Storylines going into today, man. Christopher Bell going for 3 straight wins. It's happened more than you think. I've seen 29 times in recent history since the
Wow.
1972.
Who was the last one to do it? Had to be
It was Kyle Larson. I'm glad you asked that. He's done it twice.
okay.
He's done it the last 2 times. It's 2021 he did it. So this isn't unheard of. Are you going
Hmm.
to be betting Christopher Bell today?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Team's got something figured out. Granted, I don't know what's going on with the niceties this season, but the 24 had multiple opportunities to dump him. So I don't know if really he was the ultimate winner, the fastest. He was the fastest car last week, and he did win the race. But there were a couple times where he could have ended up backwards and not winning that race. But they've got something figured out in that Gen 7 car, and they're fast. It's in the story. Finishing, what are they starting today? 10th,
I'm not real sure where he
9th,
starts
10th,
at.
something
He,
like
he
that.
messed his qualifying lap up. He was on
Yeah,
pace to be right up there, but then he just missed it at the
yeah.
very end. He's messed up.
So
Plus 600 for the win. I got him at.
got to take him.
Yeah, minus 124, top five. I probably bet him top five.
I'm gonna
I'm
go top
scared. Scared
three.
of three in a row.
I'm gonna go top three at a plus 150 for him. If he can get that, I think he's gonna be there for sure.
Okay. How about the only other driver that's won this year, William Byron? He's on the pole, plus
Yeah,
600. He's got the
70.
same type of thing, minus 124, top five. Be very odd if these two guys win the first 4 races, but yeah, he's
It
good
could
here.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is good here. Starting on the pole, he's fast in practice. Granted, none of that tells us anything. If we've not learned anything this season, practice and qualifying tell us nothing. But I like Byron's odds a lot. He's plus 500 to win. He's not the favorite. We were just talking about that, which is very odd, but we'll get to that, I'm sure. But I do like Byron. Yeah, he's looking good. So
Okay.
gotta roll with the momentum.
Yeah. I think someone else is gonna win, but maybe not. Just would be odd. It's just these same two guys win every race.
That's gonna
Um,
lose viewers.
yeah, you're right. Let's go with Ryan Blaney here today, man. Let's talk about him.
Okay.
500, plus 500. He's the favorite.
Hmm.
Five top fives in the last 5 races here. He always has to come from the back here, but he's starting ninth today,
Oh,
and he is extremely quick on a 30-lap run. He was second quick.
yep.
That's vintage Ryan Blaney here. Long runs, that's what you like. Long runs. I think Blaney deserves to be the favorite. Are you going to bet him?
Excuse me. I think I will because I do agree. He deserves to be the favorite. He's always fast here. Probably should have won last year at the fall race, but you made a comment earlier in our pre-week conversations about Ford in the spring Phoenix race. You made a comment that they were not historically good in the first race of the season, I believe. Maybe it was
Come here,
Penske.
championship race, though. They're invincible. They've won the last 3 times, I think. So
I
they
think
didn't win.
Blaney's out
Ross
of Michigan.
Chastain won one time, but I think Blaney was scared to pass him.
Uh,
He's going to win the
well,
championship. Yeah. So I don't know. Blaney, I think Blaney's going to win one of these someday. Why not today?
could be today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
not a lot
agree.
of good lines out here. I like to bet NASCAR because you get some incredible lines, but
Hmm.
today, not so much.
Tough day.
It'll be hard.
It is.
Let's go to
There's,
William Byron's teammate here, Kyle Larson.
sure.
He's 8-1. He's not fast in any of the short practice speeds, but he's number one in top 30 or a 30 lap run. Are you going to be, what do you think? Kyle Larson got a shot?
Oh man, he always has a shot. He's been pretty strong this year. We know Coda's not his track, but Atlanta wasn't his track either. And look what he did. He almost won the damn thing. I think you got to look at him, especially at plus 700. If you're looking for some value today, you definitely got to take Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
Maybe even you look at that, look at like the top fives, top tens, maybe a top Chevy. Plus
Yeah.
100 for top five for Carl Lawson. Kyle Larson, that's not
Love that.
bad.
Kyle
Carl
Lawson.
Larson. Yeah. Maybe we will see Carl Larson today. I don't
Carl
know.
Larson, Kyle Lawson. Wow. He always throws you for a loop. But
He
yeah.
does. We never know which one we're getting.
No. I hope we get the winning one if we bet him. So that's all that we're looking at.
Yeah.
How about you got anybody else you like? How about Ross Chastain? He's pretty good here.
I haven't looked at Ross Chastain yet. He is good. Trackhouses, I think they still need a little bit of work. He should have been really good last week, and that wasn't, you know. But
Well, he passed the 15 cars before turn one.
he did.
So that
Yeah,
was his highlight.
that was his highlight. And his low light was what happened after he passed those 15 cars. I don't know. I'm not there yet with him. I guess I could be
Uh,
surprised. I said that last week. I think we all said that last week about Kyle Busch. We said we're not, he's got to prove himself. I think he proved himself last week.
yeah.
So maybe someone to look at today. Let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about the dark horse, the
Okay.
elephant in the room. Let's talk about Carson Hocevar.
Hmm.
Fast in practice, great qualifying run. Now again, I know we can't say much about practice and qualifying, but that kid has been putting on a show since day one this season. And Spire Motorsports looks fast on paper. Historically, we have nothing to go on, but could they be a surprise? He is, I just had it here, apologies. Plus 350 in my book for a top five. And to win, he's plus 2,500. So that could be some value right there for a dark horse, a couple dollars on him to,
Yeah.
what
I'm
do you
not
think?
but personally, I can't stand him. I can't deny his talent, but
Yeah.
I can't stand him.
You,
He just
if
wrecks
you,
people. He's aggressive as all get out. Just, I'm not a fan. He did have a good short run speed yesterday, and then he backed it up. I guess we can't overlook the fact that Michael McDowell was pretty quick.
there's that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from him today. I'll probably be late on that train. He'll probably run good today, and I'll miss on it. But I'm gonna stay away from him. I want him to prove that he can do it on a regular track,
Yeah. All
and
right. I'm right
not get
there with
roughed up
you.
by the rest of them. I wanted to bet a little bit on Michael McDowell today since he's so quick. But
Yeah.
do you trust him to get a top five? Because I don't. So
No,
that was
not
like
really.
plus 600.
There's too many other drivers out there that are going to be fighting at the top five,
Yeah,
and you're not going to see like a big wreck that takes out Austin Cindricks and the Denny Hamlins and the Kyle Larsons of the world that are gonna be up there fighting for a top five. And I
yeah.
just don't think McDowell. I mean, if you get good value on a top 10, I'd
Well,
go with
plus
that.
175. I'd like to see them be a lot more than that.
Yeah, but again, like you said, and the odds they're weird today.
They're outrageous.
Yeah,
So the only place that I found where we can really get some odds is if we go manufacturer wise with top drivers.
yeah,
So top Chevrolet, we just talked. It's going to be a hard hill for Ross Chastain to climb to beat Byron and Larson, but he's at plus 1,000 if you want to take a risk.
okay,
Chris Buescher today, top four plus 1,100 has to
I
beat
like
Ryan
that.
Blaney, but I'm not scared of anybody else except Ryan Blaney. I think
I like
Buescher
that
can
a
hold his
lot.
own against Logano. Top Toyota, that's probably bells to lose. I'm not going to bet it.
Yeah, I got it at, I mean, plus 125 if you want to.
Yeah.
But what about Eric Jones?
You're going to have to sell me on Eric Jones. What do you guys like about Eric Jones today?
You see his name at the top and you know that he's good. He doesn't have the best equipment, has some unfortunate luck. But again, if you're looking to go with just some, hey, let's see what happens. Again, we've got two tire compounds today and we don't know how they're going to run them. I think you posted a video on TikTok earlier this week that said you could have someone run those hard compounds to stay out on the track, and then you get it within the last 20 laps or whatever. There's going to be a green white checker because NASCAR loves them, and you throw the softs on and you just drive around everyone. The strategy is going to play an interesting part here. I know everyone's thinking about it, but Eric Jones, he was quick. He's got some speed. So top Toyota plus 2,500.
Woo!
You want to make some money today? You just might. You roll the dice. Sometimes you
Well, that's a hell of a dice roll. Let's
sometimes you got to take a chance.
yeah. Hey, one guy we didn't mention about today, which I don't want us to overlook, is Tyler Reddick
Yeah.
because he's got real good practice speed. Historically, not real good here, but he's a plus 700 to win the race, plus 100 for a top five, plus 190 for a top Toyota.
Okay. Yep.
He's got some practice speed, so just keep your eye on him. Hey, another long shot I like. I don't really like this, but if you really want to bet some nuts, Zane Smith for a top 10,
Oh,
plus 850. He was top of the charts in the 20 lap run, 25 lap run. Yeah, gotta keep our eye on that.
huh. Okay.
You bet
No.
Eric Jones. I bet
Yeah.
Smith. Let's see what happens.
I think again, practice tells you more about these guys than qualifying does. End of story.
All right. Yeah,
And
I agree.
and again, it doesn't matter where you sit in the field. We talked about this last week of the 24 and the 48. They started back in the pack and they just worked their way around guys. And the 24 ended up at the front. The 48 had some unfortunate luck. Let's talk about this real quick.
Yeah.
Top 10 finish.
Okay.
I believe he has had 66% chance or 66% finishing in the top 10 this season after 3 races. He is starting in the back of the field, but he did have good practice speed.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking about. Can I guess? Do I get how many guesses do I get?
I'll give you one guess. Here,
Uh,
let me give you his odds for a top 10. Hang
okay.
on. Shit, where is it? God, I hate my book. Actually, I love it. Wagerattack.com for all your
There you
uh,
go.
gambling needs in illegal states.
You're trying to do
Uh,
it illegally, yes.
plus 1,500 for a top 10 finish.
Okay. My guess is John Hunter Nemechek.
That's right.
Oh my God. No, I hate him. He's horrible. I'm not betting
We
it.
we are not we are not fond of him here.
No,
That's for
nope,
sure.
not fond of him at all. He was good in the Xfinity, all right, but that's when he was driving top equipment.
Yeah, but
He's
he
struggling in
just
this.
sucks in the
Who's not
NASCAR.
struggling though in Legacy Motorsport Club? Terrible. They should go back to just being a motorcycle club.
Yeah,
Uh, the
yeah.
four wheels ain't cutting it.
It's unfortunate for them, but yeah, I don't know. I think to wrap it up, I'm not saying we have to wrap it up. It's a good
No, let's wrap it
conversation,
up.
but to wrap it up, I think you got to look out for Blaney. Cindric looks fast as well, and he's hungry
Yeah,
after should have won Atlanta and got wrecked.
I got him written down. Plus 150 for a top 10. Not a bad
Mhm.
bet.
Yep, nope, not at all. You got to look at Bell because he's fast, he's hot, they got that car figured out. It looks like Byron does too, but then this is Blaney's track. And that's probably the path I'm going, the 20, 24, and 12. The
Yeah.
77 is going to be my dark horse. I do not let my personal feelings get in the way of winning some money.
Okay. Hey, what do you want?
You got any matchups?
I don't have any matchup. The only matchup I really saw was possibly Kyle Larson over Christopher Bell, but only at plus 100.
Ooh,
Maybe I'll do it. I like Larson's speed here, this
yeah.
long run speed, but we'll see. We also should mention Kevin couldn't join us today, but he also wanted us to mention Chase Briscoe.
Good.
Um, he is good at this track. He has won at this track,
And he's
but
got good equipment this year.
got good equipment, but he hasn't been putting it to use yet.
No, he's also starting 30th, but again, that doesn't
Oof.
matter
Plus 2,000,
because,
right?
yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't
Whoa.
know, but we need to mention him at least. Should we mention one last thing before we leave?
Yeah.
The latest installment of Girls Gone Wild. Catherine Legg has decided to enter this race. What is that about? And will you be placing any bets?
I have her as the top Chevy.
Okay, thanks for the laugh. Wow.
She just wants to race. She wants to drive, and so she's putting up some money and some sponsorship. Yesterday was International Women's Day.
So that's
You
what
know,
this is about.
I don't know. It could be. I'm not
No,
trying to get political or
no,
anything like
don't.
that
Don't
or
get canceled, buddy.
misogynist.
No.
Yeah, we don't need to get canceled. That's for sure. Look, she's been running a lot of stuff this year outside of IndyCar, and at the end of last year, didn't she run? What else she run? ARCA, a
Last.
truck? I don't know.
That's what she runs last.
Well, yeah, she runs. Yeah. Oh yeah, she ran an ARCA race at Daytona with that hillbilly. But
Oh,
who was
I
that
know
guy?
you're not talking about Cletus McFarland.
That guy's amazing.
He is amazing.
I'm a big fan.
Yes,
But
the
I don't know.
YouTuber.
She wanted to run. She was over a second behind in practice.
Yeah.
She was over a second behind in qualifying, but she gets no time in the car, so we'll see what happens. She's starting next to John Hunter Nemechek. So maybe at the start, going into that just where everyone just calamity happens. I don't know what turn it is anymore because they fucked the track around. But we could just see Ty Gibbs, Cody Ware, John Hunter Nemechek, and Catherine Legg bring out the first caution.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we're
I
gonna have
hope
to have
not.
a we're gonna have to have an episode here soon because boy, the time is running out on a lot of these guys. You're mentioning Ty Gibbs. Time
Yeah.
is running out. Time
Oh,
is
for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 So
How about Ty Dillon? Speaking of time running out,
when you're
tried a fast one last week and tore up a car because he tried to be cute.
he got spun around, got right hooked. Ty Dillon, not great. I think that's a proven fact.
That
But
was a neat move. Who was that? Was that Cindric that turned him, right?
it was Austin Cindric that turned
Yeah.
him around there. They were battling for 38th.
That was a
Yeah,
great move. Cindric got run off the track and said, wreck on the front stretch.
that's
Screw you.
right. No yellow.
No,
Oh
yeah.
well. Oh, let's hope we can win a little bit today. It's been awful start of the season for us.
It's been a tough one, that's for sure. And it's gonna be a nail biter today, but I think we'll see a good race and those tires are really that's gonna be interesting, but we'll see.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
said the tires weren't even falling off. They were going like 40 laps and they were still maintaining speed. So
Well,
hopefully
that's
they won't. Hopefully they're not going to factor into this and we don't get somebody just passing everybody.
yeah, I agree. And
Green white check.
hopefully green white checkered won't factor in, but I'm sure it will. I think we're gonna get back to regular NASCAR this week.
All right. Good or
Yep.
bad. Regular NASCAR. We don't know which is better.
I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't know. Raise hell, praise Dale.
That's right. All right. It won't be long before we're back to demolition derbies.
That's
Talladega's
right.
coming up. All right. All right. Have a great day, man. Thanks for
You
joining
too.
today.
Always
Getting
good to
up early.
chat.
All right. Take care. See you guys
Cheers.
later.